The advance had stalled in the shattered forest. A German 88 had their road pinned, its shell fire methodical and cruel. In a waterlogged crater, Sergeant Miller's squad huddled, the air thick with the smell of wet earth and cordite. The radio was out. They were cut off, waiting for the hammer to fall on their position. Private Jenkins, the youngest, was shaking, not from cold, but from a fear so raw it was audible in his hitched breathing. "We're gonna die in this hole," he whispered, a statement, not a question. Miller had no pep talk left. Then his hand, buried in the mud, brushed against something hard and curved. He pulled it out. A dented, filthy French horn bell, sheared from its instrument, casualty of some earlier, forgotten barrage. An absurd idea, born of desperation, took hold. He wiped the mud from the brass, held it to his lips like a megaphone, and shouted into it, not words, but a single long, defiant, "Wah!" The sound was muffled, distorted, more roar than music. Jenkins stared at him as if he'd cracked. Corporal Lewis, catching on, fumbled in the muck. He found the bent body of a trumpet, valves jammed shut. He put it to his lips and blew a sputtering off-key ta-ra. From another corner of the crater, Daniels produced a shattered trombone slide. He couldn't play it, so he beat it against his helmet with a rhythmic clang, clang, clang. It wasn't a song. It was noise. A ragged, chaotic, glorious noise. Jenkins, tears cutting tracks through the grime on his face, scrambled and found a single mud-clogged cymbal. He hit it with the butt of his rifle. A dull, resonant crash shuddered through the crater. The 88 shelled on. But now, from their hole, a strange anthem rose, a symphony of ruin. Miller blatted his hornbill. Lewis trumpeted his broken charge. Daniels clanged. Jenkins crashed. They were no longer hiding. They were announcing themselves. "We are here. We are alive. And we are making a terrible, beautiful racket about it." A laugh, wild and unhinged, burst from Jenkins. It was the first human sound that wasn't a curse or a prayer in hours. They didn't win the battle with their brass. But for those 3 minutes, they drowned out the fear. When the American mortar finally found the 88's position and silenced it, the men in the crater lowered their broken instruments, ears ringing with the victory they had composed themselves from the wreckage.